What's the difference between a lady touring pro and a four-handicapper? Today we take a look at our pro Genevieve Ling, a Malaysian lady on the KLPGA and Chinese LPGA tours. And we'll compare this to me, a four-handicapper. The fact is, players, we spend too much time comparing ourselves to unrealistic standards. We enjoy watching the PGA Tour, but subconsciously we are being programmed to compare ourselves to the top 0.1% of golfers in the world. We're all smashing that first tee, psyched to impersonate Rory, ready to smash the ball into oblivion. Hey, whoa, slow down there, partner. Take a leaf out of Jen's book and bring that smoothness to your swing and positive winning attitude. Add to that a consistent routine for every shot, and it just might change your entire life.
No, Genevieve, we are playing a match.
Let's go.
Okay, maybe we're not playing a match. Oh my God, what is that? Okay.
I see it's 220 yards to the hole, so I just hit it somewhere in the vicinity of the green with an almighty rip at a 4-iron. Good enough, I guess. Medium standards. Jen assesses the situation, thinks about the possible outcomes, and makes the decision. Once she does this, she's committed, and the result is what she wanted. She's very rarely putting herself in horrendous positions.
Well played.
The first thing you'll notice playing with any pro is that they almost never totally cold top a shot. That one is obvious. When I play with pros, I will often be muttering under my breath for them to cold top one, chunk it badly, or miss a 3-footer. Never happens. Never. A huge difference between Jen and I is how much respect she gives to each shot. Her standards are just much higher. She paces out shots. She thinks about her shot for those 2 or 3 seconds longer. She gives putts so much more attention than we ever do, with a consistent method. She never takes gimmies because she needs to always be in the habit of holding out in tournaments. Our standards are much lower. The standards we set are always met.
Not the greatest.
Should be fine. Wow. You like to call me, don't you?
Yeah, it's much better where you play.
Oh, wow.
That sounded
You gotta
good.
remember.
What a layup. Great shot. Very nice. What are we doing, man?
Try to be too
A
cute.
difference you've noticed is obviously the difference in distances. We're playing the same tees, but Jen is killing me, and her distances are very relatable to us, player. Her ego is non-existent. She's not trying to impress me with boom tactics. She has nothing to prove. She is a BAUS already. She only tried to get the ball into the hole in as few shots as possible, with her ample capabilities, of course. But she does it without 300-yard bombs, and she does it well. It's far more valuable to know your 7-iron goes 170 yards regularly with an easy swing than to try bash it 180 every shot, therefore losing control and hitting it between 140 and 180 yards, never knowing exactly what's going to come out. I hit my hybrid about as long as her driver. I hit my 9 when she hits her 6 or 7. And this is a big fallacy so many people fall into. They see the distance people hit and immediately associate distance with scoring ability.
Yeah, Scott.
Ready to carry that
Okay,
ball.
Genevieve, forget about the shot. How is it that you stay so smiley and happy on the golf course? I mean, you know, it's not going your best, right? Like, we haven't had any birdie music yet.
Yeah.
But how is it that you remain so happy and positive? Because you look like that on Instagram as well.
I mean, to be honest, when I play golf, unless I'm playing a tournament, even when I'm playing tournaments, I still try to keep the same attitude because I think it's good to just enjoy yourself on the golf course. The more you, I mean, golf is so stressful. right? Like there's so many things that you can't control.
Yeah.
And the more you try to stress about it, the worse it gets.
Exactly.
So there's really no point in being like angry or upset. Like obviously you want to play the best that you can, but that's not always gonna happen. That's just how it is.
What a lie.
Not going for the green or anything.
Yeah, so you got a bad lie. You're not going for the green. It's not a hero shot. It would be a stupid shot.
Yeah.
So it's 130 to carry the water and about 150 to carry the monkey.
What would we do off this terrible lie? Would we go for it and top it into the
6
water
iron.
and contemplate the direction of our lives? Jen talked about knowing the distance to clear the hazard, and that's all she needs to do to set up her next shot. Honestly, is that ever going to get any birdies? Come on.
Really great shot.
That's all we need.
Oh no! Is there depth there?
Hit the land.
Eh?
Where is it? 144.
Great shot. Oh, there's the members bounce.
Yeah.
There's the members bounce in the hole. Damn.
Too easy.
What a shot.
What a player.
Good shot. Good shot. Your eyes are really wide trying to see. Okay, talk to us about the pre-shot routine. What is it that you do?
Pre-shot routine.
Like
What I think about or
yeah,
what I do.
well, you've got the lie and you've got your club. What do you proceed with a shot? What's your general routine?
Take a practice swing just to feel the feels that I want to feel, like whatever I'm working on. And then go behind, pick a target, walk to the ball and only think about the target, go over the ball, think about the target and go.
What do you mean target? Do you mean like something behind the pin, something in front of your ball, or what?
For this hole here, I don't know if you can see it, there's a tree like right of that pin, like a really tall tree.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking at the branch.
You're looking at a branch on the tree.
Yeah.
What a player. Okay, so you're behind the pin.
Yeah,
Okay. And then when you come stand behind the ball, what are you looking at?
just that spot, same spot.
So you're not picking something in front of your ball to line the club up to.
That just makes me dizzy and I can't do it. So I'm going between hybrid and 5-wood.
Between hybrid and 5-wood from 195. What is going to make you change your mind?
See, there is a huge slope in front of the pin.
Big slope, yeah?
Yeah, so I don't know if I want to try and carry that slope or just let it on and try to give myself a putt.
That is a glorious.
After that monumental 3-wood, I was Googling the next US Open qualifier. Jen was 200 from the pin and hits a delightful 5-wood with the same controlled swing and consistent routine. She took into account the slope on the green and created a work of art. Here I stand with a 130-yard shot from the rough. Surely 130 from the rough is better than 200 from the fairway. Well, it would be if I were a professional who plays these conditions all the time, like strokes gained assumes. Jen hit a 5-wood under total control because she knows her 5-wood almost as well as Dee knows his. I hit a punchy 9-iron, what flew the pin by 30 yards. Often we'll crow to our cronies about the little 9-iron that went 160 yards like we're the next Bryson DeChambeau. What's actually impressive is a 200-yard 5-wood for a birdie, while the big dog energy guy is making a bogey with a overzealous 9-iron.
Okay, players, you don't need BDE. That's a 9-iron over the back, huge 9-iron. I feel like a real man. But a pro has just hit a 5-wood from a little, 200 yards away and made a damn birdie.
Jen cares not about how she overshot the green with a 9-iron. She cares about getting the ball in the hole. That's a 2-shot swing with radically different ways of playing the hole. On this par 3, we see a huge difference between our thinking and a pro's thinking. Jen rarely wants to rely on a perfect shot for her fate as a golfer. How often do we play for the perfect shot and actually pull it off? This is where we lose strokes. I hit an 8-iron here because a perfectly struck shot would be ideal for this distance. However, a moderately crap strike would leave me short. Jen hits 3 clubs less than me and puts it in birdie range on the green, not needing to rely on a perfect shot. She knows how to get the job done without the fallacy of a perfect shot. This concept will change your life, players. Constantly aiming or planning for perfect shots every time will result in a lot of dropped shots, major frustration, and pain.
Yes. What a bomb.
Not too much. A little bit high in the face, but I'll take it.
Perfect.
I saw it. The bucket hat. Where does this bucket hat thing come from? Why do you wear a bucket hat?
Because it protects my ears. No, but really though, there's a lot of people that get skin cancer from because you stand here when you wear like a visor, a hat, and then even when you put sunscreen here, that's like the most exposed part.
Yeah.
So when I'm practicing, I like to wear bucket hats.
Well, you heard it here first, players. That's what I do too, because I used to play cricket in the sun, and when my ears got burnt, it's not so nice to go to sleep and lie on the pillow. That's when you're turning the pillow over every hour when you're sleeping and feeling the cool side. I don't have that. Every side is the cool side with one of these buckets.
Of course, with added distance, there can be advantages, but the distance needs to be controlled. When I get my ego and thoughts under control, coupled with some commitment, it can be impressive. Where's the next British Open qualifier? Jen will rarely make a massive mistake and will limit her damage to bogeys at maximum.
Good shot. But that's a good point, because a lot of us will make a bogey on a par 5. I used to do it when I was a young warthog. I used to say things like, oh, I just made a bogey on a par 5. That would be the end of my round. What happens if you do that? What do you think? Do you think I'm a loser?
No, I mean, obviously I was in really bad lies, so I'm not too upset about it. But I think I could have still saved a par there, so.
Me too.
Jen talked to me a lot about pre-shot and time spent over the ball. You'll notice she gets herself set by observing everything affecting the shot, finds the file in her mental storage system that contains the shots she has practiced and knows she can hit. Then she applies the best shot in her arsenal for her current situation, makes her decision and commits to it 110%. She doesn't like to spend too much time over the golf ball. Once her mind is up, it's go time. How many times do we stand over a ball for inconsistent amounts of time? Are you committed 100% before the shot? Usually we stand there trying to get comfortable, still thinking about what we want to do instead of thinking execute.
Good call, good call. Well, not like that, guy. Oh, man. What a chip. Yeah, what a up and down. Great shot. Good putt.
Nothing much to say about these two pars. We were about to have a retief huissen moment with the storm overhead, so we rushed like hell and made a couple of great pars under duress.
What the hell?